Hello everyone, this is Umair Hassan and you are watching CSS GSA lecture series. Today is lecture number 19 and we are going to talk about statistical diagram, one of the statistical diagram, and that is bar chart. What is a bar chart? How to construct a bar chart? What are the characteristics of bar chart? What are its advantages? And a question regarding bar chart will be discussed in this lesson. So what is a bar chart basically? So as you can see, bar chart is basically a chart in which we have bars to display the data. Okay, so a series of bars used to display data, and the data is mostly discrete. Well, that is a bar chart. The bars can be horizontal or they may be vertical. I will come back to these terms when I will solve the question. What are the characteristics of bar chart? It needs a title at the top or at the bottom that will tell you about the bar chart. The bar chart is about what type of data, what is discussed in the bar chart. You need a title for that. Then the bars in the bar chart, they are equally spaced and their width is also equal. That is important in case of bar chart, and they are spaced. Space is important. When there is no space between the bars, that is no more a bar chart, that will be a histogram. A scale or axis to display categories. Yes, I will elaborate this point with the help of our example. So we have a horizontal scale and a vertical scale. On horizontal scale, we used to represent categories, different categories. I will explain it in the problem what is meant by category. And on vertical scale, we used to represent values, frequency. Double bars can be used. Yes, there may be two set of data. We can use two bars to represent two data set on a single bar graph. That is possible. Measurement axis should be okay. The measurement axis, that is y axis, should have a scale that how you are representing the data. Mean y-axis is 1 unit is equal to how much, 2 unit is equal to how much on y-axis. That is what I am talking about, and we need to tell what number. The numbers are basically telling about what thing. So these are characteristics that will be more clear after solving the example. So let us take the example. This table is basically giving you the data collected for 6 months of the accidents in which injuries occurred to people, and it tells you that in January there were 360 patients, number of patients. Then in February there were 275 patients. In March there were 190 patients. In April 375 patients. May 200. June 210 patients. And you need to draw a bar graph for that. So as we have discussed about the axis, so in this case I am going to draw a vertical bars. You can draw vertical or horizontal as I have told you. So on x-axis I have written months, and these are the categories: January, February, March, April, May, June. These are the different categories in which the data is divided in months. And on y-axis there is a scale to represent the number of patients on y-axis, and we have a scale. This is 1 unit is equal to 100 patients, 2 units they are equal to 200, then the next unit is again equal to 100. So up till here you have 300. So you have a scale, and you have written the label here as well, that y-axis represents, or y-axis tells you about what? It tells you about number of patients, while x-axis tells you about the categories, which month we are talking about. So how to draw this one. Okay, according to this discussion I am going to draw it. So first of all, January have 360 patients. So from January you are going to draw a bar with 360 patients. Let me mark 360. It's 300, sorry, this is 400, this is 350. So I will be right over here like this. You need to draw a straight bar 360. Okay, that is enough, like this. This is bar for January. What about February? 275. This is 250, this will be 275. So a bar of the same width as of January, and the space will be equal now between the bars. Next one is March. March has 190. This is 200. 190 will be right over here. This is March. This is 190. Right over here. Then in April you have 375. April 375. We have more patients in April. This is 350. This is 375. Right over here. The width of the bar should be same, as you can see. Then you have May 200. May 200. Okay, this is 200. And then June 210. 210, just more than 200. So this is an approximation. I think I'm more than 210. This is 200 for 200. Okay, okay, this is 200, this is 210. So this is approximation. So in this way you are basically going to draw your bar graph. This is a bar graph in which bars are drawn with equal width, with equal space between the bars, and there must be space between the bars. X-axis has the basically representing the categories and the months, and y-axis is representing a scale where you have represented number of patients. So you can calculate patients directly from the bar. In January you have 360 patients. So comparison is quite easy. In which month number of patients are maximum? Well, that is April 375. As you can see, this is 375. Where we have minimum number of patients? March, that is almost in March we have 190. So in this way you can compare in which month there were more injuries, in which month there were less patients, there were more patients. What are the advantages? It is quite clear. You can read the data easily. You can compare the data. You can compare different categories, like the comparison between the number of patients in different months. It is quite easy now. We can read the minimum number of patients, the maximum number of patients. You may say that it is more appealing. You can say that also, and you can calculate number of patients in any month from the height of the bar. Height of bar is basically corresponding to the frequency. So these are the advantages of a bar chart. So in your question paper in CSS, they have asked about the bar chart. They have asked about the, I think, comparison of bar chart and histogram. So I will talk about histogram in my next lecture. Bar charts have spaces, histogram have don't. So first of all, let us go through histogram, then I will be in a better position to compare both of them, because you will be in a better position to understand that. So keep watching. Thank you so much.